Hello, welcome to Spirit Stones Creative Crafts. This is Kat, and I wanted to give you a brief update on my doll's house and also a tutorial on some of the things I've been making for mine and my daughter's doll's house. So, as I've said before with my doll's house, this is a loopsy house. I'm pretty sure I said that before, but if not, here is my loopsy roof, my loopsy chimney. Hope you can see that okay. I've done the first room. I haven't done a tutorial on any of this because there are plenty of tutorials out there. I haven't specifically copied anybody's work, just ideas and stuff. I have been watching a lot of PipeCleanerCrafts B. You want to check her out? I can link her underneath. Her work is just phenomenal. She totally inspires me. So there you go, she's just great. And there's a few others. Froggy stuff's pretty cool. But anyway, so I just want to show you the first room. These do not belong here. These are for something else to do with my doll's house. So made a little staircase to go up here, and I am going to make a little bedside table that goes here. Underneath we have a little storage unit that will have blankets and stuff in it, and I've done some drawers which I've got to do the handles on. I tried gluing buttons on but they just popped off. So there we have a little quilt that I made and some loopsies that have gone to sleep. It's a multi-bed because there's lots of loopsies and we didn't want anyone to feel left out, so there you go. So I made a mirror. Well, I didn't make the mirror, I put the mirror in something that can hang on the wall, and then I just used my Cricut cutter and I just cut out some birds and put them up. I'm going to make a picture to hang this side and this side of the mirror as well. Here's a little rag from some funky kind of textured paper that I had, so all the colours kind of go together, yeah? So that's where we are with the doll's house at the moment. The rest of it, as you can see, is just filled with stuff. I want to do this bottom hallway next. I had a problem with stairs, like oh, there goes the wood glue. I had a problem with stairs like you just wouldn't believe, to the point that I tried 3 or 4 different attempts to make stairs, and then I went out shopping with my husband and found mini Jenga, and mini Jenga make steps that fit perfectly. So before I put those steps in, I need to decorate my hallways, which is what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to fit my bathroom, it's such a small house, but I'm pretty sure I'll get it done. You know, I've got another house to add to it, and somebody very kindly gave me an old doll's house to do up as well. If I had the room, I think I'd like to make it so all the doll's houses connected. So anyway, let me show you what I've been making, and I'll show you how I've been making them. Okay, so let's take a look at what I've been making for my daughter's doll's house and a few things for my doll's house. As a rule, we don't normally celebrate Halloween. I know it's pretty big in lots of places all over the world, but you know, kids do go trick-or-treating over here and they have the usual stuff, you know, in the shop for sale, but we don't normally do it. Excuse the view of my legs here right now. I'll zoom in a second. So I have been making these. Not just these, I'll show you in a second. So these are mine. I made a few for my daughter. The smallest one I made for my daughter is about this big. So I'll show you how I do them. I know there's lots of tutorials out there. I'm just going to show you how I do them. And then we made, also because she likes the whole pumpkin thing, I made pumpkin cookies for her doll's house. Some are smaller than others. She's got different things she plays with, so, you know, they're not cooked yet. That's why they're in there. Get the cat out of the way. And then I made skeleton cookies and some Jack skeleton cookies for her as well. Again, in different sizes depending on what she plays with. So these are glow in the dark. Like, I wish I could show you them glowing in the dark, but I can't because it's too light. But they glow in the dark. These different shade ones do not. These glow. So let's get on and show you how to do. I'll show you how I do what I do. Okay, so when it comes to the pumpkin, I'll show you what I used. Really, I used this tool and a toothpick. So I did use some chalks, but we'll go through that in a minute. Okay, so the very first thing I did was find my top centre, because that's where I'm going to put my green stem as well. Okay, and find my bottom bit there. So then I have this space where I can just go like this. It doesn't matter if it's even or wonky because pumpkins are not even. They just are not. We are vegans, and when autumn comes we eat lots of pumpkin. Okay, so to stop it looking like a football, I just kind of go in and add, can you see that detail? Let's go in. Okay. Right. And just add this extra detail through it. Now what gives this shape and depth really is when you add the chalk, which I haven't got ready, so you're gonna have to get ready in a minute. Okay, so just go around and you look at a pumpkin, that's pretty much what it's like. Okay, so if you want a pumpkin with a face, go something like this. This is how I did it. So this is like a clay tool, okay, with a point. So I go in and I go in, see that? And then I use this to press down. Okay, and you can go back in there and tidy that up however you see fit. Same here, go in and press that down, okay? Right, same with the nose. Obviously you can do any nose you like, you can do any shape you want. I'm just showing you how I do it and how quick and easy it is to do it. And then for the mouth, put it in, give it a wiggle, make sure those points join. And I've tried to do it so deep in so it looks kind of carved for her. Now obviously you could go around and you could carve in the shape so that it looks like the top's been cut out as well, but she didn't need that, she didn't want that. Okay, so there's that bit. Then it's just a little bit of green. I'm using Sculpey here, by the way. When it comes to the cookie, some of it is Fimo, which I am fast learning that Fimo is just so much better than Sculpey. But there you go. So put this in the top, like this, and we have a pumpkin. So just let me briefly find my chalks a second. Okay, so I've just found my chalks and got myself a brush, and I've got a little blade here, and with this blade I'm just going to shave off a little bit of this burnt sienna. That's what it is. Okay, and then I just get this and squished that. I just go in, make these bits darker. That gives that some more depth, you see, like that. See the difference? Hopefully you can on this camera. My camera gets really confused when I'm in the window and it's a bit light. So, and then just go down all the seams. It doesn't matter if it overlaps. Just want to go down all these seams down here. Okay, until you are done. Some extra shadow up here, and I believe it's adding this shadow, these pastels or chalks or eyeshadow, whatever you choose to use. I believe this is what gives it depth and makes them look so much better than I've seen some on eBay, they just look plastic. So that is how I very quickly do the pumpkin, the whole pumpkin. Okay, so let's just get in there, let's clean this chalk up a second. Here we go. Put that away. Okay, so now let's just quickly get on with this, and I say quickly because my battery's running low. So I use a round cutter, any kettle will do. We'll cut out 2 of these because I'll show you how to do each one. Right, okay. So there's 2 of them. Okay, and so the first thing we're going to want to do with these is fluff them up with an old toothbrush so that they look like cookies for a start. So these are so simple to do. So what we want to do now is cut that out. Okay. I'm going to use this to lift it up because I guarantee it's stuck there. Okay, so then I've got a small camper cutter. You can use a little straw, whatever you need to do. And I'm just going to go in there and take 2 eyes out. Okay, right. They can go back in the clay. So that just sits on top of there. Okay, and then you can use a ball pen or tool to make the eyes that shape. Okay, we'll put them back in shape, you know. Right, then what I did is I got this razor blade and just give the impression of, if you can see that, the cut. And then I just want to go along like this. Okay, so that's the detail. I don't know if you can see that. Now if you want to shape it into a skull, then seriously what you've got to do is this. Give it a little pinch there, and you have your little skull cookie. Okay, so that's that one. Now for the other one, which is the pumpkin, that again is pretty simple. So we've got orange clay, and I'm just going to use the cutter to cut out a little bit. Okay, there we go, and I'm just going to put that directly on top. I don't care if there's bits of cookie showing at the bottom, that's absolutely fine. And I used the fine setting on this here, and make a little hole and then draw some lines going out. You see I'm putting these lines around this side as well, so it's almost like I'm kind of looking at the top of the pumpkin. Okay, and then again do what we did with the round pumpkin, and we just add a few more details because it just makes it look better. And then get a little bit of green, just a little tiny bit of green, it's smaller than that. Stick that in. Now, you can powder these if you want to powder these. I am not going to for my daughter. They are what they are. Do that a bit better. And then, you know, bake to manufacturer's instructions. And just a quick reminder how I bake. I totally tent everything. I bake them in these containers, and I put another one over the top of it. Okay, that's what I do. It's just safer that way, keeps everything nice and safe. So anyway, there you go. We have a pumpkin cookies and some skull cookies and a doll's house in the making. So if you want to know how I did the bed for the doll, then just leave a comment below or message me. We'll sort that out. Go over onto Facebook and look for my Spirit Stones Creators Crafts. Have a good week. I'll see you hopefully very soon with another tutorial. Take care. Bye.